Hello, and today we are back with a kind of different video. This is more of an informative one. Basically, there's a lot of circulation about Series 10 and people's initial thoughts and just generally what people expect from the format. Now, this one is going to be a little bit different in that I'm not going to be doing that. What I'm going to be doing is talking about Pokemon that I think you need to pair together, which I'll explain why. So we'll just hop onto the Showdown server and we'll add Pokemon. So my first one is going to be the most popular one in the format, Zacian Crowned. Well, it's Zacian Crowned, but you don't have Zacian Crowned, you just have Zacian with a rusted sword because it's the same thing. Okay, with him, I believe your best partner is always going to be, if I can spell, Mienshao, with an inner focus and your focus sash. It's the only item you ever want, simply because you get wide guard, fake out, faint, detect obviously, but you also get this fantastic move for your counters in Rock Slide, which does a ridiculous amount of Volcaronas and Incineroars. Most of the time it's not one-hit KO in Incineroar. Well, I don't think it's ever one-hit KO in Incineroar unless they've built it really badly and you get a crit. That might help, but it has the potential to one-shot Volcarona. Unfortunately, you have to run Jolly over Adamant. When you could run Adamant, but you're going to be outsped by Urshifus then, which is only going to end your career, your entire career. So yeah, those are two that you want together. Typically, your other teammates are going to be Rillaboom, Incin, if I can actually spell, Gothitelle, to trap people into either of these, and pretty much your water to finish that fire water grass core, which most of the time is going to be Urshifu Rapid Strike. You might be a bit iffy about doubling up on these fighting types. It's not the worst thing. The only thing is you don't have your sash, so you're probably going to want to go with Scarf. Other useful Pokemon, there isn't really anyone else for your grass. Your fire you could change around a bit, but realistically you're going to want that Intimidate cycling, and Incineroar does it brilliantly for the Zacian matchup. Could also run Milotic to stop your Zacian getting Intimidate cycled as well, running competitive. And generally speaking, there are quite a few things you can do with this team. Obviously, I don't think any of these are, I mean, there's the ones that are better than others, obviously, but I think that is generally the type of team composition you want. But these two go together like, well, bread and butter really. You want them together. So let's move on to the next pair. Next highest used is Xerneas. And this Pokemon basically just KOs everything in sight once it gets its power herb Geomancy off. And with it, you're not really running anything other than Protect and Moonblast and Dazzling Gleam. That is the set. You don't want to deviate. I can't remember the exact paste now, but there is a specific set. I use a slightly different one myself. Apparently it's not the best to do. To be honest, it's probably this special bulky sweeper. Where is it? No, there's no speed investment in that, so you don't want that one basically. You can be lazy and just go 252, 252, 4. But that's not why we're here. We're here for his teammate, which should always be Volcarona. This is usually running a citrus berry set. And there are a plethora of ways of running it. You can run full offensive, Quiver Dance, Protect, Bug Buzz, not Bite, and either Fiery Dance, which is fantastic, or Heatwave, or Spread. And other ways of running it is going a bit more defensive and over Quiver Dance, having Rage Powder, which on this set is probably generally better. Now you could run a mix and forego your Protect and maybe run Giga Drain if you're absolutely stuck in a Kyogre matchup, but honestly you should not be using a Volcarona for your Kyogre matchup. This is generally speaking to scare away those Steel types, if I can get my words out. And then after that we are going to go through to the last one. Well, not the last one, the last big one, I'd say. Is it really? I'll say yes, the last big one. The next ones are more, not, I can't call them niche picks because they're still monstrous, but they are less prevalent so far than these three. And you got Kyogre, obviously your main, if we can find him, is Tornadus for that Prankster Tailwind. You've also got Rising Massively Serena to stop Rillaboom in his tracks, because, not Sweet Veil, with Queenly Majesty you're basically blocking out all priority coming your side, so it's almost like being a dark typing Prankster or having, not Misty Terrain, Psychic Terrain up, except your side can still do stuff to them, so it's quite useful. But generally speaking, she's not a very good Pokemon. I mean, she gets Triple Axle, which is cool. She's very good against Landorus's, which is a really good Pokemon, especially this format. Both of them are very good. Then we've got, if I could spell, Calyrex Shadow, who is always going to be next to. It's a very one-dimensional team, not male. Oh, that's useful. Indeed, female. Psychic Surge with Follow Me support. And this team does usually get massively shut down by Wide Guard because you're usually carrying Astral Barrage and what's the other one? Oh yeah, Expanding Force, which both are spread moves. Those are your main damage dealers. And now on to even more, as we're going through the ranks, less popular Pokemon. We go down to Groudon. If I can remember, like, doing this at 10 in the morning probably isn't the best time when I haven't been up very long, and you're always going to want to stick this next to Venusaur. I haven't seen this composition much. You can also run a case for Charizard on this team because he is going to hit very hard and he's fast. Realistically, you're going to want Choice Specs or Choice Scarf. Maybe Charcoal you could you could make an argument for, but generally speaking you're going to want Choice Scarf, you're going to want Solar Power, and you're just going to be spamming Heat Wave in the sun because you're going to be doing monstrous amounts of damage. Venusaur obviously is going to be faster than pretty much anything. You can go for Assault Vest, you could go for Life Orb, you could even go for Wide Lens and just sleep everything. And that is, well, not so much I don't know what that is really. That's just my initial thoughts on some of the more common teams that I've been seeing personally. Now, I am low ladder on Showdown and I've only done a few tours and I lose quite a lot, but these, it's not so much initial thoughts, it's what I'm seeing, and as far as it is, some opinions on them. And if you're wondering what I'm running, it's the first Zacian with Might because it's just fantastic and allows me to achieve some wins occasionally. Anyway, this was just a quick one. Enjoy your day. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, till next time.